This is the new Huawei Mate 10, not the Pro variant. This variant won't be coming to the UK, but we still thought we would get our hands on with it for you guys. Dual cameras set up around the back. You've got a 6-inch display, or 5.9 inches. This is a Quad HD display, one of the first Quad HD devices that we've seen from Huawei. The first Quad HD device or screen on a regular Mate phone. Not a Porsche design, nothing special about this, but there is. That is on the inside. I will come to that in a sec, but before I do, if you're not already subscribed, be tech subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything that we do. Right, let's get to it. First off, that screen, 5.9 inches, Quad HD, gets super bright, over 700 nits, so you should have no problem viewing this outdoors. 8 megapixel front camera, fingerprint scanner below the display, and it also has probably a gesture-centric fingerprint scanner if it's anything like old devices. We can also see onboard navigation keys, and we can also see a little nubbin that you can move around the display. Move the nubbin around in order to pull down your notifications tray, activate your navigation key commands, etc. Now around the device, right-hand side power button and volume rocker, left side no buttons, up at the top 3.5mm headphone jack. This is only Mate 10, which has one of these bad boys, but this isn't waterproofed as a result. You've got stereo speakers, bottom firing and front firing, and you've also got those 4 microphones, directional microphones that we saw on the Huawei Mate 9. Around the back, 2 cameras, one with optical image stabilization, both with f1.6 lenses. You've also got all your good stuff, NFC and everything, and that is owing to this having a glass back. No wireless charging though, unfortunately. Would have loved to have seen that from Huawei, but Huawei isn't quite there yet. The screen looks good, nice and sharp, Quad HD like I said, but one thing that it isn't is AMOLED, so if you want an OLED display, you're going to have to opt for the Pro. Inside, it's Emotion UI 8 on top of Android 8. Emotion UI has skipped a number and placed a focus on AI and machine learning, so it gets to know you over time. After 18 months in a simulation, Huawei claims this only slows down to 89% of its box fresh speeds, by contrast to other devices which can slow down as much as 70-80%. Now, as far as Motion UI key fundamentals go, it's very, very similar to what we've seen. You've got no applications tray by default, although you can bring it back, as you can see on screen, and you've also got pull-down 2-tier notifications tray. The fingerprint scanner supports gestures, but it isn't going to be like the rear-mounted fingerprint scanner gestures, i.e. the more stock Google ones. That said, there are some key new features as well. This has a similar kind of Samsung DeX integration that we've seen in the docking station from Samsung with the Note 8, S8 and S8 Plus. This time around, though, it's all done using MHL on the USB Type-C at the base. We haven't tested that out. It'd be interesting to see if it's as comprehensive as DeX is right now, or if it's just Huawei playing catch-up. And now the UI also has another cool feature. When you get a notification, it will give you the option to open that notification in split screen view. So you take full advantage of that nice big Quad HD display. The UI's kind of AI integration also extends through to the camera, so it can tell what it is you're pointing your pictures at. You see it's got foliage here. If we point it down, then, or point my hand in the way, then it's going to get rid of that foliage sign, pull it back, and then it knows we're taking full foliage pictures all over again. We've got beauty mode switched on there. Can switch off beauty mode and take a look at the swipe up to activate pro mode. Very familiar user interface that we've seen, monochrome, etc. So it's all really, really nice, familiar, comprehensive, full manual controls, up to over 30 seconds of shutter speed. Really, really handy for anyone who wants to play with their photos a little bit more before taking them, and handy also for anyone who wants decisions made for you in full automatic mode. A quick snap of the picture and you can see detail looks pretty sweet, but we're going to have to get this in for review before we do anything more conclusive. Power under the hood, I've spoken about the Kirin 970 a fair bit, and that's what's under here with 4GB of RAM, 6 gigs on the Pro variant. You've also got 4,000 milliamps of battery powering everything along. Fingers crossed, as with the Snapdragon 835, when it went to the next generation of chipset, it got more efficient. Hopefully this is more efficient than the 960 was. With a same size screen, same battery capacity, it will last even longer than the already solid Mate 10. And what about storage? 64 gigs of storage with micro SD expansion options as well. That, my friends, is the Huawei Mate 10 regular. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Like this video, click that thumbs up button, like the channel, subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything.